everybody. Once again, we are back with another discussion video, and this time I'm here with my guest, none other than my sister. And the topic you have already known, that social media. Now we are going to talk about so many things. So many things in the sense what is our experience and why we quit social media. So let's get started. First of all, before jumping upon the main topic, I would love to ask you that how did you feel when you bought your mobile for the first time?
So thank you so much for asking this question because it was my first dream. When I got my mobile phone, I was so happy because that time I had to buy this because after the pandemic there were some online classes I had. For that reason I bought my mobile phone.
Alright, so my question is that as we are going to talk about social media, do you have social media account still?
Now I'm very fortunate enough that now I haven't any social media, but if I talk about my social media, yes. One day I had so many social media when I was going through with some infatuation, what are the things gonna happen, and so many new things, new feelings were just hovering over my head because I will be doing so many things. But I had Instagram, I had Facebook, but when I came to realize that yes, it is not going to change my life, I have to make some new things without mobile phone. So then I realized that no, I'm going to not very bad, I'm going to different kind of path. So then I quit my social media. That was very harmful to me.
So, when it is about social media, we always have got that thought, oh, new friends, we will be making videos or we will get connected to people. Nowadays we think that we are very alone, we have nobody. So here we can get connected with so many people. Now, if I ask you whether you literally agree that social media can satiate your friendship hunger, do you really support this thing?
So I think sometime it happens, but if I would talk about my personally opinion about that, I don't believe so, because when we have the physical attachment with your friends, this time you feel your friends. But when you have the social media over the online friend, then you haven't any that attachment of the physical friends. Then you can meet, there you can share your feelings. So sometimes it's very hurts me when I think about friends with online, with social media. This time I don't feel so that friend, because this time the friend thing is not coming. That friend, if I talk about what is friend meaning that always with you, and also the heart touching thing, that thing doesn't come with the over the online. But some people they feel they prefer online friends, but I don't feel so.
Like when you have your friends, you meet them, and when you people are discussing something, and you people are having coffee, and some of the other stuffs are going on. So there, I think these are the fun are really missing in online friendship. Now, why did you quit your social media?
So if I will say the whole journey, why did I quit my social media, I will take one day, because it was a very long journey for me. What happened when I bought my mobile, then after the 1 month, then I was going through the same infatuation, same motives, same feelings. But then what happened after that, when I realized that nothing is happening, I'm just wasting my time, I haven't any intention behind myself, that time I realized that yes, if I want to make some meaningful work, I have to quit it. It is very personally thing that I'm sharing, I'm not saying others. But then I realized that nothing is happening. I'm just end of the day I'm feeling regret. End of the when I start my morning, the morning is very lethargic morning. I don't start my morning with a very energetic mood. But from all those things, I was missing my feeling. I was missing my human life. That was missing because I was going through with technology, with social media, with friends, these and that.
You were in your own world.
Yeah, I was in my own world. I hadn't any plan. I hadn't any thinking process like that. If I will do this, then I will get that one. I hadn't any specific intention about myself. Then I realized that no, if I want to achieve something, I have to quit it because that was very harmful for me. For that reason, that was not helping me. For then,
That's why you chose to delete your social media.
I have a question for you. That if I would talk about, do you support in our free time we should use mobile phone or we should read books? What do you prefer?
Well, absolutely. Everybody will say this thing. Those who know how productive reading is, they will support reading. Because when I'm getting a free time, precious time, then absolutely, why should I just simply waste it scrolling mobile, doing sort of other stuffs, Because through reading, we not only get others people life, we not only come in contact with the story, we not only know what has happened with a person, we also come in contact with so many suggestions which we can utilize in future or in our present life, whatever our personal problems are appearing to us. So absolutely, for me, reading, and if I talk about myself, then sometime I make the mistake, I literally scroll my mobile and then later word the worst feeling comes, like regretting. I regret a lot later word. So having observed that particular feeling so many times, I somewhere have decided that no, that shouldn't be go on anymore. I have to take control of it. So yes, I'll be choosing, or I choose
And I think
reading.
that most of the time what happens that when it's come to reading, we always make some silly excuse that yes, why I should read physical book, I will read audiobooks. So I think for that reason I have asked you that what do you prefer. So I think if we are just making excuse with ourselves, so I think that is very very harmful to us, that we are able to make some excuse. We are just making that, we are just saying the lie with ourselves. So it is very harmful for that reason I.
Yes, guys. Like absolutely, so many people are out there. Those who prefer, ebooks or audiobook. But here I will say that the feeling a physical book can provide, I think that a digital book or ebook can never ever have that same feeling, that same enthu. So here absolutely I agree that we have that excuse. Now, like then what happens? Suddenly a notification appears and we click through it. With that so-called excuse that I'm reading, we simply get out of that particular work with what we were doing before. Now, I'd love to ask you that, now, before some time we were talking about why you quit your social media. Now, I quit, like if I talk about my social media experience, it was horrible. I used to be into it every single moment, 24/7. I used to scroll my Facebook, I used to post something new thing, and I used to always think that, oh, somebody has liked, who has watched my video. So in such a way, I lost so many times of my life, precious moment of my life, where I could do some of the other things, some productive works. So I quit social media because I understood what's the importance of doing some productive works right now. Absolutely, with God's grace, and I'm lucky enough that I've been able to realize that why social media is a trap for us. But still we are not able to understand. So many of us, we were talking about our quitting. So why do you think, why should everybody quit social media?
So I think we have to understand first that any work we have the bad side and the good side. There is so many opportunity to make our life successful through social media, and simultaneously there is so many option to make our free time with some wastage time. That is very bad. So I think if I talk about that quitting social media, it's very important because most of the time we haven't any intention. There is two types of browsing mobile, that intentionally or just unnecessarily. Most of the time we browse our mobile unnecessarily, we haven't any specific plan behind that. So we have to make it understand in ourselves that what actually we are doing with our intentionally something, some purpose. I have a purpose or not, that for that reason I'm using social media. Some people they use their social media for their business. Some people they use their social media for their channel. So many people they have their educational channel, that is very helpful. But when we haven't any intention, so why we are wasting our time, our productive time, why we are wasting? We have to understand it's day by day it is becoming a very serious matter. If we are not taking the if we're not able to take any step now, so I think the time is passing by, we are not able to do anything. So I think for that reason we should quit. But those who need, they can, but those who don't have that intention behind the social media, we can think before.
Yes, definitely, definitely. It's a crucial matter that if I don't have any work with social media, then why am I wasting my time? I have seen so many times that I have no work, so let's scroll Facebook for some time. Why it is like that? I know it very well. Like probably it is happening because of our environment. Everybody is doing it, so what does it matter? Probably I think there is no evil in it. But somewhere we don't understand that we are making our own trap. Like somewhere we are sabotaging our own self. So here another thing I've just come in contact, which is that we were talking about adults. Now I have seen so many children, those who are highly addicted to social media. Not only that, but they're highly addicted with this particular device, mobile, smartphone, or any other device. It could be any celeb children or it could be our children. They are literally addicted to it. I have seen, our sister's son. He never ever, guys, believe me, he never eats without watching cartoon. Like, it's got a bad habit, right? But what's the reason that they are not able to, we say that we scroll mobile because of our environment, but they are little. From where they are learning or from where they are coming in contact with this particular, device or the whole world of social media?